Hey everyone, so this is week 39. I was hoping I would get to make this video, but I'm at 39 weeks. I apologize for the lighting in this video. It's dark out. I believe it's almost 9 o'clock. I haven't felt very well today, so I wasn't going to do the video, but then I was like, I want to get it up, so I decided to do it last minute. Starting to feel a little bit better. However, I must say, from watching my videos, one thing I'm looking forward to after not being pregnant anymore is the face swelling, because just looking at the camera right now, like, I can see how, like, round my face is. It's depressing. But, anywho, so some things going on this week as far as symptoms have been, mostly still can't sleep comfortably, but I have been sleeping a little bit better than I was. Let's see, I've been getting this really weird thing, only at night when I lay down. It's not necessarily dry mouth, but I'll feel like my throat is really dry, and doesn't matter what drink it is, it doesn't seem to help it very much. So it's kind of irritating to sleep with. The last 2 days, I've had horrible acid reflux to where I can't sleep laying down in like parallel at all, because it's just a horrible feeling. Like, I've found myself having to move to the recliner so I'm in an upright position just to be able to get an hour of sleep or so. When I do fall asleep, I wake up every hour on the hour. I've woke up at 8:30 every morning, and then usually like around 10 I'll try to fall back to sleep for a little bit. So I guess, I don't know, I guess that's my body getting prepared for baby and her hours. Let's see, as far as cravings, still craving cereal. I love cereal, pretty much any kind. I've discovered my weird soap craving that I've had the last couple weeks that I've told you about. It's also in like the Johnson's baby lotion or in Dustin's cologne. So I'm thinking, because it's not the fruity like girly sprays, but it's more of the stronger, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, something they all have in common is the kind of alcohol that it uses. So apparently that's what I'm craving, which is still kind of weird. Like, I'm not craving it to eat it. I just, the smell is just intensely great for some reason. Not sure why. As far as that, any other cravings, not really. I'll have an odd one here or there. Yesterday I was craving imitation crab, like the kind you get in the package at the store. Not sure why, but I was. So we got some. Let's see. This past Thursday we had our appointment. And she checked me, and I am now 2 centimeters dilated. Last week when she checked me I was 1, and the week before that I was 0, closed up, tight, zip, nothing. So to be at 2 is showing that I'm making progress, and she also told me that I was 70% effaced. Let's see, I gained 4 pounds, once again, yay for that. Her heart rate was in the 150s. And she's estimated to be around 6.8 pounds right now, because I'm measuring perfect, and that's according to, you know, their measurements and everything. So my belly is 47 inches right now. It's huge. It's ridiculous. If you've seen the picture. Let's see. I had heard a lot of other women talking about getting membrane sweeps and that it hurt, and sometimes it has an effect and sometimes it don't, so I was kind of skeptical. She asked me if I wanted one, and I was like, sure, go ahead. So she did that, which it didn't necessarily hurt. It kind of feels like when they check you, so I mean it was kind of I have a high tolerance for pain anyway, but it was pretty much the same feeling. So eventful week after that. So we come home. That was Thursday, our appointment. It was early in the morning. It was like 9:45. Friday around 2, I went to pee, and I wasn't sure, but it almost felt like my water broke because I was done peeing, but then I had this extra random gush kind of deal going on, and there was nothing else going on with it. So Dustin and I talked about it, and I'm like, I'm just going to wait it out. If I start having contractions or anything, then we'll go see, which I know there's nothing wrong with false alarms, and it's always better to be safe than sorry. Our hospital's an hour away, and I don't know, I was having mixed emotions because I didn't feel like I was going into labor. But we waited out that night, and then, so yesterday, which was Saturday, I had been having crampy late contractions, bearable, but just not the best, and they were happening every 15 minutes or so. So he got off work, and he felt it was best that we go get it checked out. So we did make our trip out to the hospital, and we got there, and she checked me, and I was still at 2 and 70%, just like they had said the day before, or Thursday at my appointment. She got me up to the monitor, and I was having contractions, but they were mild, and basically the midwife that was on call, excuse me, the midwife that was on call, she's very much into letting things happen on their own time, so she didn't want to keep me or do anything with that, so she sent me home. So after being there for 5 hours, because she was actually in the next room delivering a baby, so we had to wait 2 hours just to be discharged. So after 5 hours, she decided to let me go, and I had another random craving for waffles. So we're like, okay, it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, we'll go to a Waffle House. And that was a bad idea. The waffles were horrible. The service was horrible. It was full of like drunk people, I guess, just got out of the bar, and it was just not a fun experience. So then we go to head home, which, like I said, our hospital is an hour away. So we get on the interstate, and it's all backed up because there's a horrible wreck. And it took us forever to get home. We finally got home, I think, around 4:30. Long night. Well, then, oh, and the other thing is after she checked me at the hospital, I discovered that I lost my mucus plug. So that was, how do you say, gross but exciting at the same time. Yeah. And it's exactly what they describe it to be. TMI, turn it off now if you don't want to hear it. It looks like a big booger. Like, I'm not kidding at all. And then, so I thought that was all of it, and a little bit more came out yesterday. So I'm pretty sure there's none left. So that's the status on where I am with that. Our next appointment will be, today's Sunday, so it'll be this coming Thursday, which will be my 39/40 week appointment. And then I'm due on Monday, which is the 16th, but I went ahead and set up an appointment on the 18th, which is that Wednesday, just in case I hadn't, which will be putting me, it will be my 40-41 week, and if I haven't had anything happen yet, depending on my progression, she will schedule me for a date to go in to be induced. So I'll keep you updated on that. Basically, I am so ready to have her for so many multiple reasons. As of right now, I have 8 days until my due date. Today we decided to, now that I'm far enough along, we decided to do some midwives, or not midwives, I guess they're remedies that midwives and doulas suggest, combined with some things on the internet and some old wives' tales on how to help induce labor or help get it going. And so there's another video on that. If you didn't watch it yet, check it out. It's pretty interesting. We did do the castor oil as well. It's not as bad as I've seen people make it out to be in these videos, but it wasn't yummy either. It definitely tastes like thick chapstick, and it's not something I would suggest to anybody. I mean, unless I go into labor tonight, because it's been about 5 hours since I did that, and I have had some like cramping kind of deal, but it's the same thing I've had this whole time. Luckily, I haven't been on the toilet, and I haven't gotten sick, so it didn't affect me in a horrible way. But we'll see how it turns out. So, yeah, that's about everything going on right now. Right now it's just the waiting game. So hopefully I will not be making a 40-week video. And then I just wanted to also say congratulations to all the other YouTube mommies. I know there's at least, I can think of in my head, 7 of you that in this past week and a half have had your babies, and I'm so happy for all of you, and I'm jealous because I am the only one still sitting here pregnant. So, with that being said, wish me luck, and like I said, hopefully there won't be another pregnancy vlog. Hopefully the next one will be that Amaya is here. So, alright, thanks.